Hey everybody, Adam Davidson. It's RadCast. Here we go with Luke chapter 1, verses 46 through 55. 55, yeah, the big 5 goes like this. And Mary said, "My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has been mindful of his humble servant. From now on, all generations will call me blessed, for the Mighty One has done great things for me. Holy is his name. His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation. He has performed mighty deeds with his arms. He has scattered those who are proud in their inmost thoughts. He has brought down rulers from their thrones, but he has lifted up the humble. He has filled the hungry with good things, but has sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful to Abraham and his descendants forever, just as he promised our ancestors." That is quite the song. It's a worship song. Mary is really quoting something from the Old Testament as she's singing and speaking in response to this incredible mystery that God, the Son of God, is in her and will soon enter this world through her. What an amazing thing, right? I mean, if Mary could say anything, it would be something as profound as this. We call it the Magnificat. It's this, wow, this is amazing. My soul magnifies the Lord. Mary teaches us something about Advent spirituality. Remember, in the season of Advent, we're longing for God to break in and stir the waters of our soul. Obviously, God has broken into young Mary's life in a rather profound and unexpected way. What is it that sort of set Mary up for this? Well, remember that Mary was just a human being like you and I, and she had in her something that God chose so that she would be the one to carry this incredible miracle. What is it that we do that would cause God to choose us? I don't know. I mean, I'm not God and you're not God. We don't know how he thinks, but we can see something in the life of Mary that teaches us about our own Advent spirituality and our own waiting for God. Number one, Mary is humble. She really has an honest view of herself. She's a genuinely humble person. And so she already had in place a lot of open roads for God to come in. She wasn't blocked by pride. Secondly, Mary is a servant, and she sees herself as a servant, and she saw all of Israel really as God's servant, which meant that Mary was prepared to set her agenda aside, which she so clearly does when she says, "May it be as you have said." And third, Mary is hungry. Mary is spiritually hungry. She's not full and she's not rich. She's hungry. You and I have the tendency to come to God with a little bit of pride here and there. We just sometimes do. And I can tell it in myself when I come to God and I say, "Here's what I figured out. Would you just bless this?" That's not the humble way. That's me being God and him being my assistant. Sometimes we come to God not as a servant of his kingdom, but of our kingdom. God, we say, "Would you bless my kingdom? Would you help my kingdom go well? Would you help my kingdom go better?" Instead of saying, "God, I am the servant of your kingdom." And then sometimes we come to God after half eating a bunch of spiritually gross meals. You know, we fill up on consumerism. We fill up on our own good sense of self. We fill up on our own good behavior. We fill up with media and whatever. It just sort of fills the empty spot, or so we think in our souls. But only God can truly feed us when we are truly hungry. And so let's be like Mary. Let's take the position of humility. Let's take the position of a servant. And let's come to God as we are, hungry, starving for spiritual food. And I think that for me, that's one of the keys for God to really break into our lives. We get all that stuff out of the way. That's us responding not only to Mary's model, but to John the Baptist, who says, "Prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God." Let's do that. That's what Advent is for. And let's look forward with great anticipation to Christmas.